All right, so
Hello.
if this one, because now that it's got the right label on there, Marie, it might actually get people to come on.
All
If
right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about rent.
yeah.
Let's talk
So
about rent, baby. Let's talk about too much fees.
only upside down straw. My bendy straw wasn't bending on my.
Upside. How is your straw upside down? How's that possible?
I don't know, maybe. Leave it to Cleaver here. That's all I could say.
Leave it to Cleaver.
Right? Okay, so we got a couple viewers. We'll give it just another minute to get a few more viewers on, Marie.
All
Anyway,
right then. All right.
yeah, the voice was sounding bad enough once, but hearing it twice, woo! So
See, this is
sorry.
so much better, Janet. This is so much better.
All right. So back to why we were having this whole show to begin with. If your rent is being increased and your landlord told you in the last little while, that your rent's going up, if your rent is being increased more than 2%, and if you're not good with percentages, for every $100 you're paying, what's going on, Winston? You should be going up $2. Okay. If you've got $1,000 rent, your rent will go up $20. If you got a $900 rent, your rent will go up $18. My landlord, I got a $900 rent, and he tried to put my rent up $50. I'm like, whoa. Thought I read somewhere, I was thinking on first, that I thought there was a rent cap in Nova Scotia, and because of the
And there
pandemic
is.
that we're in right now, they were putting a cap and stopping the landlords from putting the rent up for so long. So me and Marie got to talking, and Marie's like, yes. Marie started doing the usual thing, sending me article after article after article, because Marie's
I'm sorry. I can be
Marie's
annoying.
a super researcher.
I'm very sorry. I can be very annoying.
So super researcher Marie.
I do it for you. I do it for all of you.
She does. Me and Marie are ready to back you guys all up and help y'all out. So
Absolutely.
we called Colleen at the tenancy board this morning. We didn't know we were calling Colleen, but we were so glad when we finally did.
What a good girl we got. She was a beauty.
Yeah. She worked there a long time, and we could tell because she knew.
Oh, she had all of it. She knew
about this current landlord. All right, so past landlord compared to this landlord is like complete different version of landlord altogether.
Two different stories.
Past landlord in Ashby, okay, and thanks to Colleen, he got some paperwork coming his way real soon, and yeah, so
hang on to your britches, you bugger.
Yeah, he completely flipped my life upside down. So because of my past landlord, I had to split my household. I had to send my granddaughter to live out of my house, which she had to go live with her dad, and that turned out to be bad. Now I'm fighting to get her back. Anyhow,
neither here nor there. Your marriage.
Yeah.
Your dogs. Your dogs, everything.
Everything in my life had to be split in two because guess what you can't find in Cape Breton? You can't find a place to rent that takes pets. So we were faced with the option for 3 months. We looked and looked and looked and looked, and we begged everybody to let us move into their place with our pets. We couldn't do it. So things got real stressed in our marriage because we couldn't leave that place, and yet we had to leave that place. We had no choice but to leave that place.
People kept saying, you got to get rid of your dogs. Your dogs are your family. I don't care. Like, everybody should shut up.
Sell everything we owned that was in our yard, which we did, had to, or get rid of the dogs. So he had to go find a place. I had to go find a place. And we tried living separately together. And then that ended up not working out so well for us. And anyhow, here we are now. And I'm living in this new place with a new landlord. And, well,
and it is beautiful.
It is. I love this apartment. It's a really pretty apartment. But when he wanted to put the rent up, like, living here by myself, $900. Okay. For the first 7 months I was here, it took everything in me to stay here for $900, and nothing's included. And I mean, we all know how cheap it is to pay your own utilities, right? Heat is cheap. Lights are cheap. No, they're not cheap. So anyhow,
average income, and if anybody wants the statistics, average income in Cape Breton, guys, $32,000.
32,000.
If you need those statistics, we got them. The problem is, I don't think the average person who is renting out to us actually thinks about that. They figure if you're a family and you can't afford, get in another renter. Why don't you just get in a student? Why don't you go jam it up your arse? I don't understand why I have to share my abode to make you pleased. and to make you a little richer that year. Don't
Yeah.
get me started. Carry on, Janet. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it's true, Marie. I don't have a student. I've got someone who I work with, thankfully, somebody that I know and trust.
The fact you had to do that at all, thank God you got Jeff. Thank God.
I know. Like, so glad I worked with him years ago at the call center. So glad that I knew him. And just all in all, it worked out that I got him referred on to the place that I'm working at now. And he was out Gabaroos. Poor guy living off grid, but he loves it. That's his lifestyle. And
That's what he loves.
Lucky enough, I had a spare room here. He came here. He helped me pay my bills now, and he gets to keep his job and work. Or else he would have had to lose his job.
It's more or less like he's more or less helping Janet more than she's helping him. He just needed internet. She needs to afford her landlord's exorbitant goddamn rent.
Yeah. So this is a short-term solution. He ain't staying forever because apparently Bell's out there hooking the fiber up, in the next couple months. So my roommate would be gone. But that's neither here nor there. The point that got us here is my landlord telling me the rent was going up $50. And when we called the tenant board and we asked Colleen what the rules were on the landlord increasing your rent, they have to give you it in writing. Right off the bat, him telling me the rent was going up.
Has to be in writing.
That was his first mistake.
First one down.
Letters drawn up, and they were supposed to be given out on the first of the month per Colleen at the tenancy board, and they're supposed to have 120 days, 4 months notice. Okay, this is February 1st. He told me your rent is going up April 1st. So that's not even, because it's 28-day month, that's not even 60 days. So right off the hop, Colleen said, your landlord's already in the wrong if you don't have it in piece of paper that he is putting up your rent. So I told him, when I called him this morning, I asked him, I said, Brian, are you going to be following the rules of the tenancy board for this rental increase? Oh, yes, he said. I said, well, I was talking to the tenancy board this morning, and she said that you were supposed to put it in writing. I said, so you told me that. I said, you didn't put anything in writing. Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Oh, well, we're on a talking kind of a relationship. We're just friends, you and I, Janet. Is that the attitude you get? Because that's the attitude I seem to get from my landlords of the past.
Frenemies. Apparently, Marie, then we became frenemies. Because then I told him, I said, she told me 120 days, and I said, you're only giving me like 58 days. You got to shovel your step more often.
Imagine. What the hell are you doing on her step, you goddamn bastard? Get off of her property. She paid for rent on that step. What are you doing on her step?
Right? But that was his complaint.
Hey, I got a question, Janet. Does your mailman have to get up on that step?
No, my mail goes up to the road. I've got a post office.
Exactly. Yeah. So why the hell does he have to concern himself? Is he worried about your back? Is he worried about your ankle? What the hell is he worrying about? Go jam it and go and goddamn salt the main ways of the place that she's got to drive her vehicle. Shut up, Brian. Shut up, Brian.
The second complaint he had with me is when it's storming outside, I don't move my vehicle quick enough for him to plow. Well, from Monday to Friday, from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., this is my office. This is where I work. And if I'm not on break, guess what? When I'm on break, because I work from home, I have everything structured out every minute of the day, even including my breaks. I do things. I have a dog that I have to walk. Hello, Princess. Seems like landlords around here need a better policy. Yeah, better policing agency. Yeah, they need something, Princess, because, my landlord telling me he's just verbally putting my rent up $50 and I can take it.
Just tells her this. The first thing Colleen asked her was, did he put this in writing?
Well, he didn't put it in writing. He didn't. And when I asked him why he was putting it up, well, everything's going up. Well, so what? So the wages aren't going up in Cape Breton. The fucking people are still hungry. The grocery store prices have gone up. No stores putting their prices up. Fucking coal's up. Oil's up. Everything's
up. The big claim to fame for those that rent is what? Our taxes are going up. Mm-hmm. Listen to me. All of you out there who bought property and who think that you're going to make a buck off of the renters. Mm-hmm. Because your taxes went up is not my goddamn problem.
Well,
that's your problem with the damn city.
Well, you know what? For anybody out there, okay, 2% is $2 per $100. $2 per every 100. So don't let your landlord suck you in, okay? If they're trying to give you
don't get
less
started.
than 20 days notice, not putting it in writing and telling you that you're paying more than 2% of your rent, you call that tenancy board. Marita, we got the, hold on. I give you the number to that tenancy board. I'm going to put it in the
Yes,
goddamn.
please do. Please do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've had so many issues as a renter throughout my life.
Yeah.
It is unreal throughout Ontario here. And it's not because I'm a bad renter.
No.
It's because they are bad landlords. They don't do what they are to do as a landlord. When they collect your rent, they are liable for certain things. And that we are going to send you a link for as well in the comment section later on. You need to understand your rights as a renter. You cannot just be letting yourself be walked the hell over because we've done it long enough to the point where they're allowed to scam. Well, he just came to her door. Already she's got to pay in cash. Why do we, as renters in Cape Breton Island, have to pay in cash? That's another interesting little question, isn't it, Janet? Go ahead.
I'm very annoyed that he won't take an e-transfer. And I mean, I've been paying my rent by e-transfer for a hell of a long time. And not being able to pay it by e-transfer is a real inconvenience. Having to drive into the fucking bank, having to take the money out, then come back out here when I could have just simply e-transferred it to him. So I'm thinking, why are you not accepting the e-transfer? I mean, who doesn't do that? Can you see that on there?
Why would that be, guys? Why would that be?
Well, I mean, we've got our reasoning, Marie, why we think.
Well, we know why. Well, you and me know why. We looked it up. We know why. All of you think about that a while, though. Why don't you?
Yeah. So there's the phone number to the Nova Scotia Tenancy Board. And like we said, if you got a landlord that's trying to tell you that your rent's going up, didn't give it to you in writing, didn't give you 120 days, didn't tell you on the first of the month or whenever your rent is due, then they're wrong, okay? Not saying that they don't get to get the rent up, but they can only put it up 2%. And that law is in place right now until December of 2023. We didn't write legislature, but we're sure as shit going to make sure that the landlords follow it. I don't care how great the landlord is. You're not going to make me pay more because you're fucking nice, or you got a pretty face, or you got fucking, nice apartment. You're going to get what the law states. I'm not here handing out money, and if I sure as shit would, I'd be to people who was hungry, not to fucking people who was greedy. Right, Marie?
God damn it, yes. Mm-hmm. Word, sister. Word.
Right? Can't even think.
True story, though. Like, come on. Why are we somehow responsible to keeping them above our income?
Yeah.
So our whole job in life to them is to keep them above us financially? Are they friggin' insane? Are they friggin' insane? Who are they, kings and queens? What is wrong with these people who own property? I mean, it's great. It's great, that you decided to invest, and that's your investment. I don't understand why you think it's my responsibility to make sure your investment pays you off properly.
Right?
I am just here trying to live and survive. You people are trying to make a profit off my ass.
Right? Well,
smarten up.
Gouged at the grocery store. We're being gouged at everywhere we turn now. Last year, before all this pandemic shit happened, they called it the carbon tax. Now they're going to call it the COVID tax. It's like every time you turn around, shit's more expensive. And
you can't even get away.
How many people got a $5 or more per hour raise this year? I bet you no one, because that's what you need.
Love it.
To get by.
Love it. Wouldn't it be great if even one person you heard from today got at least that as a raise? No, but
I told my landlord he could only put the rent up 2%, and he got all
lost his mind.
Well, I'm gonna put it up 2%
Lost
next year. I'm putting it up 2% next year, and I'll put it whatever level I have to put it up in 2024. But it's going up. I thought.
Oh, Brian, you little blowhard, go blow down the goddamn. Shut up, Brian. Shut up, Brian.
Carson, you have to turn your microphone up. Turn up your speakers. He's saying he can't hear
me?
No, he said I hear you fine. Yeah, every year, Marie, he said he's going to put it up. I thought, wow, isn't that
what a sin for all of us?
Well, I guess he thinks I'm going to stay here forever, I suppose. Wouldn't that be lucky for me, huh? Living here forever by myself. Wow, fucking dream of fucking dreams.
He keeps it up. Maybe you're going to have to take him to court. You'll have to live there forever because you own it. Asshole. Stop bullying people. You can't show up at their door with your hand out and act like you can just goddamn well put a price on where their fucking abode is.
All right.
This is their home, you bastard. Just because you own it doesn't mean you have a right. Frig off.
Hold on. They're saying they can't fucking hear me. Hold the phone. I get my mic. My mic, Marie.
No way. You can't hear her still. I can hear her great. Maybe I'm yelling over her. Am I too loud?
You know what? I'll put these in. Instead of going out to my car and unwrapping my frozen vehicle, I'll try this. Lord Jesus.
I'm really worried. It's like I've been yelling over you.
No. Stick it in the hall. Get in the hall, Janet.
Oh my God, what's going on over here? This is a PG show tonight.
You know what?
Not really. Never it is. It's never PG with you and I.
Fucking iPad, Marie. I don't have the same fucking setup. You know what? Turn your speakers up. Written letter. 3 months. No, Marie, they said down here, Marie Anderson, they said 4 months is what they said for down here, is what Colleen told us, wasn't it? She was specific about
It's supposed to be 3 months, but she was trying to say that for him because he missed his calling with you. The first is gone, bastard. Now it's going to be 4 months for Janet.
Oh.
Idiots. You know what? And that's just it. And that's the most insulting part, is the fact that your landlord treats you like you're an idiot. Start reading. Start goddamn well reading and researching and stop this shit. Don't let them fucking bully you. Do not let them start telling you you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to go. You got to go. You got to go, you bastards.
But he did get snippy and he did get, very unfriendly.
Oh, he did.
Because I told him that I talked to the tenancy board and that I knew that he didn't do things right.
Oh, they don't like that.
So he got mad at me because I knew my rights and he didn't like me telling him to them. Well, fuck, was he going to read my mind like I was supposed to read his? So yeah, don't be afraid to.
I know a lot of people don't like that conflict thing, right? And that's an issue for me too. Normally, I know it doesn't seem it when I'm on here yelling my face off, but I really don't like to fight with people. I really don't. I would love for people to get along. What gets me fighting, as Janet will well tell you, is when there's a fucking problem with inequality.
Right?
You can't be treating people like a piece of shit.
Marie,
and that's what people are treating us like.
You know how much it would have cost me at $32 extra because he wanted to put my rent up $50, okay? And legally he was only entitled to put it up $18. And if I would have paid the extra $32, that would have cost me an extra $384 a year. An extra $384. What could I do with an extra $384? Holy fuck! I'll find some extra things with $384.
His thinking was, just in case his taxes go up that much, which he assumes them to be, yours. And how many units does he own, Janet?
Let me see. On this side, he's got 8. On the other side, he's got 2, 4, 6. So he's got 14 families. Okay, so 14 times 9. So he's not on welfare. Let's just say
14 times 50 is what I'm thinking. He's 50ing up everyone, right?
Yeah. So he's just trying to get an extra, $700 a month for. Just because. So that's
property taxes for his residences. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to pass it on to the renter.
$400 per year just because. Okay, that's what
they really believe that that's their right to do. They think that that's their right to do. They're going to pass it on to the renter because they're doing us a service, Janet.
Exactly.
They're doing us a service by giving us a place to fucking live.
Some landlords.
I'm not even going to take a camera around my bathroom or anything.
Then give you a false eviction notice to be out in less than 4 weeks because the power bill went up. Wow. That's crazy, Patty. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We're living in some hostile times right now, and people, we have to look out for each other because, honest to God, if not, we'll all be fucking homeless and living in the streets, and we'll be asking people that fucking just moved here, hi, you got a room for rent? Sorry, not picking on newcomers, but there's...
Is that not happening right now, though, guys? Is that not?
That they can afford to live here better than we can. How fucking fair is that people that moved here from fuck knows where, other side of Canada, other side of the world, they can afford to live here on my fucking island that I lived on for 48 years. I can't even live in the area I grew up in because the rents have tripled there.
Generations of steel workers in my family and coal miners. What the hell is wrong with all of you? How do you think you have a right? Anyway, I can't even. That's the government's issue, they tell you. No,
Not
it's
greed.
an individual's issue.
Listen,
Greed is greed.
how did these rents get from 600 to 1,200 to 1,500? Where was these 2%? Because 2% at $18 on 900. Where the fuck was the tenancy board at for these fucking rents? What happened? They kicked everybody out, gave everybody these bullshit evictions, and doubled and tripled the rents.
Okay, well, we've got an issue here, right? Like there's a two-ply issue with this always. It's not just people being greedy either. It's people coming in not understanding that because they bought cheap doesn't mean that the taxes aren't going to be more, that because they owe taxes and arrears in some of these cases. And I don't know why nobody looked into it before they bought it. Sight unseen and shit is what I'm looking at. Is that to me is your problem, not mine.
And yet
I'm just a fucking renter, okay?
You're got a real good rent right now. You moved in at the right time. But if you tried to go look for a place right now, Marie, are you going to find anything like that?
I only moved in here at that rent because my father knew that guy. If you really want to know the truth, I really believe that to this day, that's the only reason I got it for that low.
Never mind that. Right now, are you going to find that same price?
No! Oh my God, no. Nope, never.
Would it be 2% more?
2%?
Yeah. Or are you looking at
Janet, it would be so ridiculous.
Or double or triple.
Yeah, I'm looking at a place today for $1,850 for a 4-bedroom, and everybody's like, "Well, that's pretty good for a 4-bedroom." Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even understand where these people are coming from. And then they're like, "Well, they expect the children, the university students, to be paying for this." Oh, you get your asses out of here. You're going to be taking advantage of children living way out in wherever, Idaho, just collecting their money. Why? Because you can? You greedy little bastards. And I think I saw Councillor Gordon McDonald say something like it would have had to been $444,000 worth, right? That would have had to be the worth of the building for a 20-year mortgage for it to even be feasible, for it to be that kind of rent for them to be asking.
A 2-bedroom up there is $1,850. Yeah, that's up there, Marie. Marie Anderson, where you getting a whole lot more money for your paycheck and for your worth of employment. Down here, like
$32K is the average income.
What's our minimum wage? 12 something?
$32K is average income, and I've got that in numbers and statistics. I know that for a fact. So this is getting ridiculous.
I guarantee you half the island ain't living on no $32,000 a year income. That's maybe combined because a lot of people is really underpaid here. How are they getting away with all these rent fucking increases and hikes? I don't understand it. The prices of everything. I don't know how.
I understand it because now we're under a conservative head, and I mean, I'm not a party against each other. It's just I think they pretty much said what they were in for, and it was like, basically like raw with the rich, and like let's always let the rich keep getting ahead and fuck you with the poor. I don't know why anybody sees that any differently than me, but anyway. Point being, we are going to be under the thumb of the premier, and whatever the hell he says goes. Now it'll be up to him to change my mind about his party, right?
See the comments? Shane ain't never made 32 grand when they lived there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know people who've made 32 grand.
That's the median. That's the median. That's what they call the median, guys. Really, it means 22,000 for a lot of people, 48,000 for some. Because they work for children's services, or they work for the hospital, or they work,
Like my friend Mark McNeil that runs Cape Breton Island Autonomy Group, I'm in the same classification as him. I can't get work on my island unless I want to go back to like the Sydney call center for fucking next to nothing an hour. No thanks. So because I am blacklisted everywhere because I'm on the internet telling people about how corrupt things are in Cape Breton, I can't get a legit company to hire me. So I had to go work for a great company in Montreal. Thankfully, other companies in Canada will hire you to work from home. Thank God for work from home. Okay.
Yeah.
Before COVID came, I did it. I worked from home since 2011.
You're one of the ones who was honed for this. You're lucky.
But for for me, I'm in a lucky situation where I can afford to pay these shitty rents. Do I want to? Do I want every bit of this extra fucking money I'm making going to rent? Of course I don't. I'm buying.
Why should she be paying her extra income towards somebody who has another job on top of just holding a roof over her head?
Right?
He's just holding a roof over her head.
Yeah.
Oh, I do this and I do that. Shut the hell up.
Especially these
You're trying to raise her rent $50 and everybody else around her.
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal, that amount.
Well,
so why wouldn't he have looked up the laws before even doing that, Janet, is what wonders me, right?
Anderson, for telling the truth, you get penalized around here. Because, I mean, I get some people, look, honest to God, I get a lot of different people will hear me or whatever out in public, and some will actually come up to me and make me feel all awkward, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not anything special. I'm no different than you.
She's got a
maybe might be
pretty
a little more
noticeable voice.
And I feel me and Marie's on a mission. We got to tell people stuff, and we got to educate, keep records, and fucking, you know.
It's our whole job in life.
Knowledge is power, ain't it, Marie? Right?
It friggin' is.
Yeah, and we feel as independent women, we're gonna give everybody as much knowledge as we feel we can. And if you want,
we don't even care if you want to hear it or not. It's here for you if you want to hear it. I mean, in all honesty, a lot of people are renting here on Cape Breton Island, and I think everybody needs to understand that, you know, you shouldn't have to feel bullied by your landlord. Yeah. And I think a lot of us do feel that way. Like, oh my God, if I speak out, I won't, oh my God, he'll evict me. Right, Janet? Don't you feel that way right now?
They are bullies, Marie. They're very intimidating.
Well, they're going to find a way to evict you now, right? Because you argued with them about, you said the law. You told them that this is the law.
You dealt with your landlord over a window. How did that go?
That's not even.
Right? And you are a strong, powerful woman.
That fight isn't over until the fat lady sings. Let me tell you, that fat lady's just getting her fucking cake in her mouth lately.
Right now, honestly, the banks want you to be debt free. They want you to have all kinds of extra money, and it's not realistic. That's why I can't buy a house. Because when you split your marriage and shit goes sideways and you didn't expect for that to happen, well, my finances weren't exactly in a row. I ain't got bad credit or not, and I've been keeping my bills paid.
No, it's not that. It's that now that it's a different situation, the separation from marriage.
So that's why I don't buy a house. And in all honesty, the price of houses right now, if I even had...
Are you insane? Did somebody ask that? Did somebody suggest that?
Yes. Well, I mean, it would be beneficial for me to buy one, but at the prices that they want right now, I wouldn't fucking pay these prices. My mother used to sell real estate on this island. She was one of the best real estates working for fucking Century 21, man. Dave Butts Realty. There's no way, knowing the prices of what the houses were 15 and 20 years ago, that I would pay triple the price.
I'll tell you something right now. Knowing what the prices were, knowing what the prices were a year ago, Janet.
Knowing what the prices used to be and knowing what they are now, not happening. I don't think.
Knowing what the prices were 1 year ago,
no,
compared to this day. Frig that. I would never try to buy a house in today's market. How insane would that be?
And build my own little mini home. I'll sooner go to Kent where your guy lives, get a discount on my fucking wood, and go make myself a little boom shack in the boonies.
Honest to God, I think the two of us could do very well doing that.
Right? And some fucking inspector comes around, I'll have a whole box of hammers.
My God, Jesus. What else does Ken sell? Do they have crossbows? God damn it. No, I'm serious. I'm just getting sick of, you know, it's great and everything that people are, you know, private investors and private owners and blah, 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 and that's great. But you can't be expecting all of us as renters to be making your income for you. Go get a job. Go get a goddamn job. Your investment is not my problem if it goes up and down.
Well,
I don't get this.
But if families have to be separated and people are fucking kicked out and homeless because...
Right? Well, what happened to you was retarded. Like, don't...
Cape Breton wasn't like that 10 years ago. What the fuck happened to our island, okay? Why is it so different now than it was then? It's the same people still here, but maybe the game's changed with who's actually on the board of who's renting now. And that's what's changed. And the other ones are trying to keep up because they don't want to see renter fucking this class of renter or landlord getting more money than them. When, I mean, if that landlord's getting that much money, I could be getting that much money too. Okay, well, they're not taking into consideration that landlord just came from fucking Ontario or from fuck knows where.
Yeah.
prices that weren't fucking ever part of this fucking economy.
I'd like to hear from everybody out there and just
Everyone does
get
wanna
a
come
just
here.
get a little
And
bit
it's
of a
driving up
poll.
the price of everything for the people who are from here. I shouldn't have to fucking have to live with other people so I could live with $1 in my bank, but I do.
But you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to hear from people. I wish that we could know, like how many of you are renters. What would be great is to actually, because Janet and I have a bit of a theory here about the amount of properties owned by certain landlords.
Mm.
I would love to hear your landlord's name in a private message.
Private
If you're not
message.
comfortable putting it here,
Mm-hmm.
just put it in a private message to Cape Breton Originals. What's the name of your landlord?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to tell you something. My landlord is many of my friends' landlord.
Yeah.
And they're going through the same shit as me. And
Mm-hmm.
we don't, any of us feel safe to say anything publicly or give his name until we're the frig away from him.
Right.
How pathetic and sad is that as a bully? How pathetic and sad is that for a human being to own so much property, to have so many people under his goddamn thumb?
Yeah.
And to think that I'm one person out of so many. And there are other landlords, like Janet's ex-landlord. We won't say his name either. But I would love to see how many of you actually are renting from him as well. I know that mine bragged that he owned over 50. Owns over 50 rentals. He bragged that to me. Bragged it. Like, huh?
And
what the frig is wrong with your head, you bastard?
And he got them because his dad was the one that bought all the property. And
let's not get into specific, Janet, but the point being, how dare you? How fucking dare you? You don't even come in here when I tell you there's issues like the fucking basement's got gushing water coming in it.
Or mold.
I've lost every leather jacket and every fucking piece of leather device I own because of fucking mold. Anyways. Oh yeah, and there's no, never mind. Point being, you bastards who are out there thinking that you can get away with that, I think the time has come where we all get together, us renters, and start talking about this a little bit. Who are you renting from? What is the name of your landlord? Don't please put it here where we're all looking. Please send it to Cape Breton Originals. Send it to me, Marie St. John Private, or Janet Dermody, or McLean. Right? Because whatever. The point is, I think we need to start compiling this and start understanding.
Yeah.
There's more of us than them.
Yeah.
There is more of us than them.
I'll make a database.
So stop this shit. Stop putting up with this shit. Yeah, Janet put an end to it by putting a show on today for all of you. Start taking advantage of your own right.
Let's do a bad landlord list because they do exist, but nobody's posting those things. So you guys send me the names of your shitty landlords and I'll make sure that I put a fucking list together and we'll have a Facebook group of bad landlords because reading on there's Facebook groups of bad tenants. And
that's what I was going to say. Thank you for saying it. I was just showing Jay it. Yep. The bad tenant list for the landlord. Get the hell out. Oh, and they have a right to look into your credit so they can look down at you further.
Right.
Are you fucking pieces of shit real? What if you've had parents who died or whatever?
Yep, exactly.
How dare you judge people through their credit? You pieces of friggin' shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone, let us get together on this, shall we? Because there's more of us than them, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And you can't let yourself be bullied by your landlord, especially if your landlord did not give you the notice in writing, did not give you 4 months or 3 months notice, whatever it is. You said that I get the 4 months because
depending on look up the law. We'll send you the links.
Yeah. So Nova Scotia Tenancy Board. In the comments, I put the phone number to the Tenancy Board of Nova Scotia. So you call that number and you talk to somebody there that will tell you your rights. Okay. If your landlord didn't give it to you in writing, already wrong. If your landlord didn't give you 3 months notice, already wrong. If your landlord's charging more than 2%, already wrong. 2% is $2 for every $100 you're paying. Okay. $2 for every 100. Okay. And if you put it up more than that, he is breaking the law. Do not
True.
let him gouge you, because we're paying enough at the grocery store, at the gas pumps, on insurance, on clothing. We're paying for everything. If they can fucking well make us pay for air, that'd be the next fucking thing we're paying for. You breathed
True.
14 gallons of fucking air yesterday, Janet. You're paying $4 fucking. And I'll tell
I
you,
could see that next, Jen. Don't even get me started because of water. We're already paying for bottled water.
It's coming.
We can
Marie,
do better than this, guys, and strength in numbers is all I can say.
Right? What was that picture you showed me of all the little minnows making a great big shark and the whole big school of minnows eating the big shark? Yeah?
Yep, that's us. That's Cape Breton Island, and people got to start thinking about it that way. You better start thinking about it that way before you lose the whole island.
Right?
I'm only back here a few years, and you're making me mad because none of you are standing up for what really matters around here. Y'all think that making this place richer by allowing the rich people in is going to fix anything? Yeah. You're all losing our heritage. They're going to knock down all of our buildings. They're going to do whatever they can to make what they can out of money. They want money. We have heritage here, and you're selling it. You're selling us all down the river. If you keep selling it to people who are buying it up, refurbishing it, and then putting up the rent to $1,800.
Yeah.
$1,850.
I can remember going to visit my sister up in
Ontario for a 4-bedroom. You
and
bastards.
Seeing those prices up there and thinking to myself, oh my God, thank God rent is so cheap in Cape Breton. And now people from Ontario are looking at our rent and they're thinking, why the
what the hell? I'm staying here, they're saying now. I read an article today. I'm staying here. Well,
yeah, at least
what do you expect?
A better wage up there, Marie. They are getting paid for what they're worth. Down here, we're getting paid fucking pittance.
They have hospitals, they've got roads, they've got water that's drinkable.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. You know, it's not saying that my area is bad for drinking water, but I know many areas that are, and many areas that are not being properly tested in the water area. Like, I'm just getting mad because all of this is all because they want somebody of a higher class on this island.
And you know what?
Why don't you all get your ass together and start realizing we are renters of people who own far too much if they are taking advantage of us in great numbers.
Well, my landlord,
it's time for us
just for
start
water
looking
taxes
at this
because we're on a well. He isn't on any city water, so he can't use that. So I'm sure that because, you know, he doesn't pay those taxes, all right, and then all these buildings that he's got like 10 years ago, so I'm sure his mortgage didn't change. So other than his taxes went up, what would it make him have to put everybody's rent up and have to suck an additional $700 out of us when he's already taken in? Let me see. 9 by 14 is 9,000. How many thousands is that a month? Let's see. And then 9, 10, 11. So he's looking at what? 13,000 a month? 13,000 a month? 14 times 900. Yeah, 12,000.
You're the mathematician, girl, not me. All I know is I get madder and madder thinking about it. Yeah. Because he's mad. He's mad thinking he might have to pay a little extra this year. Yeah. He's mad about that. He doesn't understand. He might be putting a family out and make them homeless. He might make it so that he breaks apart an entire family unit over the stress. Well, because he was a little upset. He had to pay a little more for his taxes. Yes. I am getting so mad at people.
Yes, Marie, I do pay my own heat and lights. I have in-floor heating and I pay my own light bill. The only thing I get with this place is the well water and my rent. My, no utilities except for water is included with
$900 for a 2-bedroom, and it is cute. It's better than most people have here for $900. I'll tell you that for free. Mm-hmm. You bastards, you goddamn well are like renting to us without even renovating it, and you expect Ontario prices. And you didn't before anyway have like this big tax increase like they keep always talking about. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna shut up. We have had enough of it happen to us as renters.
Paying $900 as a single woman working, well, separated woman, whatever. My husband hasn't given me 2 fucking nickels since we separated.
You're single. You're a single income is the point. Single income.
Single fucking income. And to pay that on my own, I have no idea how the grace of God, besides selling everything I had worth of fucking value in order to make myself not be homeless. Okay. Yeah. And thanks to my fucking friend and God, I finally got a job where I could pay my bills and not have to stress out
Thank
about
God,
fucking
Sarah.
money.
Yeah.
You know, thank God for small favors, in all honesty, because things happen for a reason. Thank goodness. Because
And maybe this show is going to be happening for a reason for some of you. Maybe you all got to get together with us or together separately. I don't care what way it happens. We don't need to be a part of this if you don't want us to be. I don't care. Just start talking. Start talking to each other as renters. Who's your landlord? How much does he brag to you he owns? Because I know mine likes to brag. Does all of yours?
Up on Jefferson Lane, up in Sydney, off Alexander Street. There's several complexes up there, and their rent is only in the $700-800 range, and they just got a $50 rent increase. So I already know that whole apartment complex with dozens and dozens and dozens
the nerve, right?
Are being gouged and overpriced in rent. Because
imagine that.
$16 is what their rent should be going up. Not $50, $16. What are you saying there, Marina? Something got to give. The government has to step in and put a rent freeze because it's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. We are going to have to move to fucking Cape Sable Island and live with the horses if they don't fucking stop this shit. I don't want to live the fuck over there.
I don't want to go there. I like horses, but from a distance.
You know what? Who wants to be cleaning up horse shit, Marie? And then we gotta go over there and become fucking house builders because there ain't nothing over there. Okay, but that'd be the only island we can afford to live on, the one that nobody can fucking get to because it's going to be cheap there. Oh my God.
Janet's got us all over on an island with horses. All of you get together and start talking about this. Who's your landlord? Who is your landlord? Please put it into the private messages if you wouldn't mind, or in comments if you're brave enough. If you've got the balls, let us know your landlord's name. Because I think it's pretty important for us all to understand that there's quite the monopoly on this island of land. Certain family names and certain people have decided that they're just not going to let go of certain properties. And it doesn't matter if it's not livable or habitable in any way. They're going to keep it up. And they're going to raise your rent too for it.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. This has got to stop. How long are you going to all believe that it's your responsibility to keep your landlord wealthy?
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. I mean, we're not dissing all landlords because
nope. Oh my God, I've got some friends out there. Please forgive me for the ones I love out there. You all know who you are.
That are doing the 2%, then you are a good landlord. If you're always there fixing things that your tenants
and I know a couple of ones who are really good people.
If you got a fucking tenant,
I forget about you guys always. I'm so sorry. I get so mad.
Oh God, that kind of tenant would drive me nuts. And as a renter, I could understand you wanting to get rid of that kind of fucking tenant because I mean, Jesus Christ, you go around breaking everything like a fucking dummy,
Well, yes, right. Like, and like I said earlier, like there is an issue with some bad tenants. There is.
There are bad
and there's rights for each one of us, and we're going to post that in the link in the bottom as well, right, Janet? So like in the comment section, so y'all can read it, right?
So you're there busting up your landlord's walls and fucking got everything dirty in the appliances. Matter of fact, I got
you allow your dog to scratch the fuck out of things and don't repair it before you leave. Like my place, the way the person left it, and I've been responsible for all the repair.
Right? Yeah.
Let's not get into that either.
Right? Me and Maria, we're a little bit disorganized and a little bit messy, but we sure as shit are not destructive. And the walls and the floors and everything looks exact same. But I had my landlord take all his appliances out of here, Marie, because I had all my own appliances.
Yeah.
The first landlord I had me with everything. Look, a fridge that left a puddle on the fucking floor every day. A stove.
I remember.
Fell off every time you open the oven door, and only 2 of the fucking burners worked out of 4. Like that's the kind of landlord I had. So I was like, you know what? Your appliances work so good. I went out and bought me some fucking new ones. Where do you want to put your garbage? I mean appliances. And that's what he told me. Oh, you can just put them in the garbage. And
that about says it.
Punched fucking holes through him when he knew there was no value in his shitty appliances, but it was okay for me to fucking use them. And it was okay for me to throw them in the garbage, but he wouldn't buy new ones to replace them.
The attitude of a lot of landlords is, if you don't like the way we're treating you, why don't you buy your own house? I've heard this.
Right.
And it's like, okay,
Or why don't you move?
all right.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm
Well,
not physically
well,
capable of
I
maintaining a
think we're
home
moving to a
myself. That's why the
non-protesting kind of
landlord.
thing, but we should start something online that's non-COVID spreading, that is effective and gets the word out, like what we're doing now. You know, that's why you inbox the information, and we can actually blast them, because me and Marie have no problem blasting people that deserve it. And if people want to blast
Yeah.
me and Marie, fucking have at her. We're big fucking
And
women.
I'd like to know, honestly, how many renters have to pay rent cash in hand to their landlord, not accepting a check or an e-transfer? I would
Yeah.
really love to know about that
Why does
statistic,
my
because that's
landlord
nowhere
have-
online that I can find.
Why is there a
So
problem?
please let me know that. I would love to.
Why would I go buy a book of checkbooks, okay, at the cost of like fucking $40? So I can what? Leave a book of fucking checkbooks? Who the fuck even uses checkbooks? Why don't I just
The
go buy
point is, he
big
won't even
fucking
accept
book?
that, Janet. He won't even accept that.
You know what?
The fact that they don't want a paper trail is my issue.
If I'm
No
gonna buy
paper trail is
checkbooks,
really
why
my
don't I just
issue.
go get everything else back from the 19 fucking 80s? Hello? Your big fucking tube TV is
Listen, that's the way some old people still do it. But the point being, Janet, is there's no paper trail.
I don't. Yes, there is. If you're using a check, there's a paper trail.
Well, yes, that's why I'm saying. So they need to either use a check or an e-transfer, right? Or you get a fucking receipt from your landlord.
Their share in the fucking. Oh my god!
What?
Marina fucking Robinson, read that comment, Marie. I gotta read this out loud.
I can't read nothing. I can't see. I don't know.
Okay, this is fucking. You'd love it. She says, "Wouldn't it be great if we could get together, build our own building, and each tenant pay their share of the fucking mortgage? If everybody started doing this, I bet your ass the rent prices would start dropping, because we rent their slums. We fucking so need to do that. Go into the
Yes, that's a beautiful idea, and it's something I've thought of many times. See, when we try to implement this stuff, though, Janet, people start calling us crazy. They don't like the idea, so they call you crazy, and they start trying to dissuade you from it. But absolutely, grab her number. You, me, and her are going to start a fund together, and we're going to start with supplies from Kent, from Jay, right? And we're going to get people together on this shit.
Marina, I think for the flying fuck, you have hit something that nobody else has even fucking really thought of. Co-op housing, what people putting in to purchase an apartment building so that they could live together. That just built 3 apartment buildings. They just built 3 apartment buildings on the waterfront. Yeah, and what are they going to charge for those, though, Karen?
Oh, I love
Not going to be
love to hear it.
Friendly, because I know people that are living in bachelor apartments in the last ones that they built down there. All right, and Buddy's paying like $1,400 fucking dollars, not included, for a bachelor. Not even a bedroom. Not even a bedroom. Who can afford that? No bedroom, $1,400, not included. Fuck. Co-ops in Westmount. How do those work? For the love of fuck, yeah.
Co-ops in Westmount.
Yeah. You know what, Marina? Come fucking stay here with me, man. I'll fucking put as many people in this place as possible so we can fucking go to the bank and fucking tell them we're ready to get a mortgage. All we gotta do is have fucking excellent fucking jobs, or at least fucking regular jobs where we're fucking.
You guys need to talk about this in a very a better way, in an organized way, and grab some more people in on this, right? Like,
this is something that
this is great brainstorming out loud, but I mean, in all honesty, you guys need to actually converse together. Tomorrow, we'll all meet together at Janet's. What are you doing tomorrow? What's her name?
Her name is Marina Robinson. Well, you know what I always
Marina.
Marina. I always laugh, Marie, when I was up in Ontario and I would see a house, and I would laugh at my sister and I'd say, "Is there like 30 people in that house?" She'd be like, "Yeah, they're all one family and they're Chinese." And I was like, "What is wrong with them people?" And I'm thinking now.
Now you know. Now you know why. And that's why they do so well.
Because they're paying fucking $2 each per rent per month.
And they're doing well, because by the end of it all, they all own their own house.
Right? Yeah. You live in Calgary? Well, darling, I'll tell you, you got $1 million idea up there. If I ever get somebody to.
Well, we're gonna give it a go here, Marina.
Right? Sounds like my landlord. Melissa, well, I'm telling you right now, if you got a landlord like that and they're trying to put your rent up more than 2% right now, and it ain't legal until December fucking 2023, and they can only
Yep.
put it up 2%, and they got to give it to you in writing, and they got to give you 3 months notice, then you landlord goes to the tenancy board because they're fucking and they're doing it wrong and they're doing it illegally and they're not allowed.
Yeah.
So you have rights. You have rights. The landlords
Yes.
do not have all the rights. They just think they do. If you're a home wrecking fucking tenant, though,
They have
yeah,
rights too, but the
got
thing
no
is that
rights.
they're overextending them is why I'm getting mad at them. Like,
Well,
you know, it's bad enough. It's bad enough that you're able to raise the rent on a family that maybe has not been making it so well that year, but that's the law and okay. But this guy is actually like, I need 50 from each of the 12 or 20 places
14.
I'm renting.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Right, I know. So, yeah, we're not telling nobody to not pay the rent. You are never legally allowed to stop.
No, you pay your rent.
Your landlord can kick your fucking windows out, and you still got to pay your rent. Okay?
No, you pay your rent. You do it. You you take the high road.
Right? Well, no, not just the high road, but you got no road at the tenancy board if you don't pay.
Yeah.
And
that's right, but taking the high road always helps you with the tenancy board.
Stand on. Well, here's what the lady at the tenancy board says to me, and this was a real eye-opener, people. I won't lie to you. I pay my landlord in cash. I do not get rent receipts from my landlord. And she said,
I do.
She said to me, well, how could you prove you paid your rent? Jesus flying fuck. Well, I'm thinking I got a camera on my fucking door. So right off the bat, my camera would see and video.
But it's more your bank, Janet. It's your bank seeing consistency.
I always take my fucking rent out of the bank the day before I fucking pay it. Okay. Like the last day before. So, and whatever, but never cash. Karen, I know this, but he won't. I'm not going to buy a fucking checkbook to give him fucking checks. And he won't take e-transfer. It's like, who the flying fuck doesn't take e-transfer? Okay.
People who do not want a paper trail to show it as extra income.
But no, I know other tenants. I'm sure I've seen them pay with check. I'm sure of it. Not me. No, I don't use checks. Why don't I just?
Well, maybe you're one of his extra incomes.
Well, then too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter that one person's allowed and you're not. It's because he's using you as extra income, and that guy is legitimate because it's clear he owns that property.
We going around.
He could be saying his family lives there, and then that's not income at all. So that's why no paper trail for you. You know?
Guys, we on the move. Yeah. The thing is, if you let your landlord bully you, then you will always be victimized if they're not following the fucking rules of the legislature.
Absolutely.
And the legislature didn't put these rules in place so that landlords can be fucked over. They put them in place because us tenants are getting fucked over by landlords that just keep putting our shit up and up and up. Well, you know what? Enough is enough on that.
Well, it was the NDP party who put that in place at all, because liberals or conservatives would have never helped us with this, as far as I can recall. Correct me if I'm wrong, all of you. Point being, here we all are today, all being rents raised during a COVID experience. They always seem to get their rent. Never mind the fact that they're trying to raise it. They're trying to get a raise out of us.
Support local. You see this? Nova Scotia Spirit Company. This is the guy from New Waterford, okay? I don't know the guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to plug him because I know him. I'm just telling you, I buy local. And
because it's local.
It is. It's the guy made it in New Waterford. It's distilled in Pictou, but it's the fucking knockoff of Grey Goose, and it's half the price. Half the price? It tastes so nice.
I was saying to Jay, if you're getting Grey Goose, don't get Grey Goose. You get the guys that like, and it's called
Nova Scotia Spirit Company.
Blue Lobster.
The Blue Lobster, yeah. Yeah. Not to get off topic, but booze will do that to you. Okay. All right, back we go. All right, drink is dead.
So what's everybody saying out there? Has anybody got anything new to say, or?
Hello, Chiffon!
Oh, Shiffy, I'm going to be there soon, girl.
Get him a money order. No way, money orders are like $13 now. When's the last time you bought a fucking money order? I may as well fucking just $18 a month rent, $13 money order. Fuck that. I'll use my bank as a withdrawal fucking. You removed $900 on blah, blah, blah day. Well, what am I going to do now, Marie? Fucking $918. Now I got to go to a store, buy a pack of fucking something I don't want, and for $2 so I can have fucking $18.
Shiffy's like Rockefeller. She's like, just get her done.
So So I'm not going to be buying no $2 pack of gum. What am I going to buy at the fucking store for $2? Do they even sell anything at the store anymore for $2? Huh? No.
Maybe the 2-cent candies are now like $2, I think.
Marie, yeah, I was thinking 2-cent candy was back in 1970, Marie. Fuck, maybe even 80. You can't even get cents anymore at the store. Cents are senseless. And soon nickels will be gone. I'm sure of it.
I found no copyright music for the background, Janet.
You know what? That's why they pulled poor Jay Bradley's video, that interview we did, because he had the happening tunes in the background. That's what he told me.
This one's no copyright music live streaming for.
I know, and he didn't play it very, maybe, I don't know if it was loud or not. Why, fuck the miserable bastards on the Facebook music shit. What happened to that kick we were on, Marie? We was going to pay the fucking fees, and we couldn't figure out how to play it on Facebook if we paid the fees.
Oh, because of what? You know what? It was just this. It would have been this. Listen.
No. What it would have been, we would have paid the fees to blah, blah, blah company, and Facebook would have been like, you didn't pay us any fees, bitches. So fuck off with your stupidity. You paid the wrong company some fees, and we're still going to mute and fucking remove your video. What's the point?
I'm finding that like it just doesn't want us to be listening to any music at all, except that they do have specific no copyright music for streaming. And it's just that. It's like club tempo music.
Club? It was club?
That was club tempo.
We'll play it again. I must not have heard it. Hey, wait, Marie. Oh, I think that club, I would end up clubbing people with that club. That's not fucking good club music.
This isn't the one that I was listening to. Hang on, it'll change. Here we go.
I must be fucking deaf, Marie. I can't hear it. I don't know. Anyhow, thanks there, Miss Chiffon. Chocolate bar. No receipt. He might be claiming the rent as income. Oh! Well, I don't know what he's claiming it as, but I know he claimed the fucking building when the sign fell down at the end of the driveway. I told him, if you fucking build your houses anyway like you build them signs, I said, guess we should be looking to fly and fuck out.
What?
You know the big sign at the end of the road out there, Marie?
Yes.
Great big massive sign? It
Yeah.
fucking fell over. So he was driving out one day and I was walking in with the dog. He says to me, why don't you pick that sign up? Oh, it's only about 4 fucking tons. I said to him, you built that sign. Yeah. I said, you built them houses. Yeah. I said, if the fucking sign's any indication of what the fuck is going to happen to the houses, I said, should we move out now? He pulled off. I mean, I guess he took a soul to it. Well, I mean, the sign was laying on the ground, right?
No, he's got a lot of nerve, he does. He doesn't treat anybody with a lot of respect. It's like he thinks he's a little ahead of everyone, a little above it.
No, he's mad at me because he knocks on the door like a fucking policeman. Bang, 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 bang.
Like he owns it. Like, because even though she rents.
Well, it's a fucking snowstorm out there. Move your car. From 10 till 6, I work from home, and this is an office. It's like, you know what? You don't bang on the fucking office of a fucking Fortune 500 company and be like, hey, I know you're in there talking to a fucking $1 million company, but get the fuck out here and move your car. Like, buddy, you want your fucking rent? Leave me do my job because you're interrupting, getting my dog going rid of its fucking mind. Now the person I'm talking to threw me right off my fucking spiel, and I'm like, let's punch you fucking right in the fucking face right now. Like, and I keep telling him over and over again, this is where I work. This is my office. Don't be pounding. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry, but my work hours don't allow for fucking moving cars and fucking removing snow and taking 20 fucking minutes to clear shit the fuck up so you can plow. Yes, I know you gotta plow, but give me until 6 o'clock. I'll move my car before fucking 10 o'clock. But don't be here in between work hours telling me to fucking move it. It takes me 10 minutes to take the snow off the fucking thing so I can get in it to move it. If I get a 15-minute fucking break, who wants to take 10 fucking minutes of it to fucking get your car moved? Not me. And then I got the other fucking umpteen minutes to go with the dog to get her to do her business. And then all the while, well, I didn't get to use the bathroom. I didn't get to eat. I work from home, but I'm stuck to my fucking chair. You know, I'm going to walk around with a fucking, my laptop, my headset, and fucking going to work.
Listen to her going.
Oh, and I'm going to cook for myself, too. Well, holy flying fuck. Aren't I the Betty and Wilma all in one? Superwoman.
And this fucking guy wants a rent increase.
And he wants a rent increase. And he says to me, "You're so cranky when you answer the door.
Imagine.
Fucking fired because you were pounding on like a fucking pumpkin and the dog going fucking nuts and the fucking customer doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to fucking sell them a goddamn point of sale system to run their fucking business. Yes, I'm fucking cranky." I don't know why people don't understand. Imagine if he was using a backhoe, lifting a big pile of rocks, and I come, oh, and stop him in the middle of whatever the flying fuck he was doing, and be like, "Hey, could you put those rocks in the other fucking quarry?" I'm sure he'd be all cool with that. Just because I feel like it. Because you couldn't, because the snowstorm's going to have to wait. You know, you have to plow right this fucking minute. Right fucking now. And my car is parked right beside my step. You can't just leave it there and I'll shovel around it? Fuck.
Well, that's the issue I'm thinking of too. It's like he doesn't really need you to move anything. He's got to leave you the hell alone to be in peace when you're renting from him. It's not like you're inhibiting him from anything.
Well, no, according to him, I'm completely fucking, I'm ruining the whole yard schematic here, all right? Even though it's like fucking 5 feet from my fucking step and I could shovel around it easily. Anyhow, I think we're at the end of our rental show, guys. That's going to be it for tonight. If you got any questions, the phone number for the tenancy board is in the comments. Give Marie or me an inbox. Marie St. John, Janet McLean. We'll be happy to help.
I would love to hear what your landlord's name is, and I think we should start compiling this stuff up and start explaining to each other what's your experience with this person.
We will help you. Whether you want to give the landlord's name or not, we'll help them.
Yeah, we will.
Night, guys. Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Janet and Marie, out.
Ta-ta.
For now.